Well, hey there, Orange County, New York, elementary all-county alto saxophone auditionees, alto sax players who are auditioning for elementary all-county in Orange County, New York. Your piece this year is the first movement of a sonata by Jean-Baptiste Loeillet, and he was a French Baroque composer. And Baroque music can be a little different to play. You know, the saxophone was invented in 1841, so no Baroque composers wrote for the saxophone, but the saxophone can play what we call transcriptions. So we can play pieces that weren't originally written for our instrument. One way to play an effective transcription is to play the trills correctly. So you may have already learned how to play a trill, whether it's diatonically, starting on the note and trilling a whole step up to the next note, or if your music tells you to play a half step above, you know to trill starting on the note and to go up a half step to the next note. But in a Baroque trill, we're going to start on the note above the note that's written. And we're going to lean into that note that's above. It's like a little dissonance, right? It's like the note that doesn't quite belong, and we're going to lean on that and make it sound interesting, because really that's the whole point of playing music, is to have fun and make it sound really interesting and really cool. So your piece is marked at 84. The eighth note equals 84. So I hope that you are practicing with a metronome. Your band director tells you to, and you should. So practice with your metronome, and you might consider actually maybe practicing down at 66 or even up to 72. Somewhere between 66 to 72 for your eighth note. Okay, so it's like your eighth note starts acting like a quarter note, and that means that we are going to have 8 beats in each measure rather than 4 beats. But you want to eventually get it up to 84. So I want you to listen. I'm going to play the piece for you, and I want you to listen to how the trills sound. I want you to listen for dynamics and breath support. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to tell you is that after you've spent all this time practicing, I think you should play for somebody. You should maybe ask your band director if you can play for them. Or you could take a lesson. Hey, you could take a lesson with the Saxophone Lady, or anybody else that teaches saxophone would be awesome. And then the night before the audition, I want you to get plenty of sleep. Okay, and then when you get up in the morning, you're going to maybe feel a little excited, or maybe even a little anxious and nervous. That's okay. That's perfectly normal and natural. But you should eat a good breakfast, not a big breakfast, but eat a healthy breakfast. And you should wear clothes that make you feel comfortable, but that make you also look nice. And when you get into the room with the judge, I want you to take a big breath, and I want you to smile. And most importantly, I want you to make music and have fun. That is the most important part. So I'm going to play for you the first movement of the sonata by Jean-Baptiste Loeillet, and then you can play along with me as well.